Good morning, class ninth. Today we will discuss about air pollution, and this is sub part of chapter number 14, that is natural resource. We keep hearing of the increased level of oxides of nitrogen and sulfur in the news, and people often bemoan the fact that the quality of air has gone down since our childhood. How is the quality of air affected, and how does these changes in the quality affect us and other life forms? So, you know that the fossil fuels like coal and petroleum, they contain a small amount of nitrogen and sulfur, and when these fuels they are burnt, nitrogen and sulfur too are burnt, and they produce is different oxides like oxides of nitrogen and sulfur. Not only in the inhalation of these gases are dangerous, they also dissolve in rain to give rise to the acid rain. And children, the combustion of fossil fuels also increases nowadays the amount of suspended particles in the air. These suspended particles, they could be unburnt carbon particles or substances that called as hydrocarbons. Presence of high level of all these pollutants causes visibility to be lowered, especially in the cold weather when the water also condenses out of the air, and this is called as a smoke. Okay, and it is a visible indicator of air pollution. So primarily air pollutants can be caused by primary sources. Here we have seen they are called as primary pollutant. Examples: sulfur dioxide, right? Nitrogen dioxide. And the secondary pollutants are that react with the primary pollutants. So smoke is created. Okay. Various causes of air pollution we have seen also, as I was discussing, that burning of fossil fuels, agricultural activities, the exhaust that are coming out of the factories and the industries, mining, and various indoor activities. Okay, indoor air pollution. So studies have shown, children, that regular breathing air that contains any of these substances increases the incidence of allergies, cancer, and heart disease. An increase in the content of these harmful substances in the air is called as air pollution. So I hope this is very quite simple term, and you have studied earlier in the grade 7 also. So air pollution is what? As the increasing in the content of these harmful substances in the air is called as air pollution. Various health effects of air pollution, they may be, sulfur dioxide, it's very harmful for your nose, your throat. It causes irritation in the respiratory tract, and sometimes it leads to asthma. Nitrogen dioxide, nitric oxide, they cause irritation in the eyes and nose. Okay, and when they combine with oxygen, they reduces the supply of oxygen, and your tissue cannot absorb the oxygen. Carbon monoxide is one of the dangerous air pollutant, and it bind with the hemoglobin and it drastically reduces oxygen supplies to the tissue, and it may result in cardiovascular disease. So heavy metals are also there, okay, that damage the liver, kidney, and brain, and they cause anemia, abnormalities in the fertility and pregnancy also. There are suspended particulate matters, that are SPM, okay, that causes chronic pulmonary diseases like asthma. Radioactive isotopes are also there, that causes cancer, genetic defects, and anemia also. Aliphatic hydrocarbons and polycyclic organic compounds are also present, and that causes cancer. Okay, so uh, um, these are the harmful effect of air pollution. One more activity is given in your NCRT book, that is activity 14.6 on page number 193, that it says that when lichens or lichens, however you pronounce it, are found, they are very sensitive to the level of contaminants like sulfur dioxide in the air. Okay, so lichens can be commonly found growing on the bark of trees as a thin greenish white crust. So you have to compare the lichens on the tree near the bushy roads and the trees some distance away. So the trees near the roads, and you have to compare the incidence of the lichens on the side facing the road and the side away from the road. Children, lichens, they may get bleached out, and their capacity of photosynthesis is also reduced when they are exposed to more of the air pollutant. So it is acting as an indicator, right? So this activity is also there in your book. So I hope this small topic, air pollution, is quite clear to you. Thank you.